Hi guys, welcome back once again. It's been a while here. I've been really busy. Yes, and thank you very much for your subscription, for your comment, for your likes, and all of that. And if this is your very first time of seeing my video, please like, share, comment, and click on that notification button. Thank you very much, and welcome back once again. Yeah, today actually people have been asking me to do a video on this topic, and then I just thought I should talk about it today. Yeah, because I've been really busy. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about issue of the UK government trying to cut down the number of dependents that come to the UK with international students. Yes, it's really alarming. Someone actually posted something regarding this on a particular group I belong, and then lots of people actually said a lot of things. Some said some reasonable things, some said a lot of bullshit. Yeah, to be honest. Regardless of how British I am, if I was born here, even if my children were born here, if my husband was born here, we still have our history, which is Africa. I'm proud of that. I'm African. My children are African. My husband is African. That is my culture. That is my identity. And I'm proud of that. I actually made a comment regarding this, and a lot of people said, oh, some of the people that are already in the UK, they are selfish. They don't want other people to bring their children. They don't want people to come here. They don't want people to bring their family members and all of that. Some said, yeah, UK actually need money, it's because of the dependent thing. That's why a lot of people are coming in. Yes, I quite understand that fact. And somebody said, parents can actually leave children behind if they're coming to study and come. Yes, I'm not really in support of that, really, because myself, I can't leave my children anywhere and travel elsewhere. They must live with me. We must be together. Wherever I'm going to, they must go with me. But the point I want to make today is there has been series of complaints, by the government, by people, about lots of dependents coming with international students compared to what we used to have in the past. We need to go straight and be sincere about things like this. To be honest, it's really alarming. Let's take, for example, a student is coming to study in the UK and is coming with 5-6 children. For crying out loud. 5-6 children. Imagine such. If you have about, let's say, 20 or 50 people coming, and they have the same number of dependents coming with them, this will impact on their NHS, that's hospitals, will affect schools as well, because in a particular class, for instance, they have number of children that can actually be in the class. So definitely this is going to be, and as we all know, for those of you that are already in the UK, we know most schools in the UK are free. If you don't want to go private, primary schools, nursery schools are free, even secondary schools. And this will really affect them. UK is a small island. No one is saying that you can't come with your children, you can't come with your partners, you can't come with your spouses. No. But when you do it, too much, it becomes a problem. And that is what we're having now. I understand the fact that people from Africa, for instance, like people from Nigeria, Nigerians currently have serious issues with their government. Yes, and lots of insecurities, lots of issues back home in Nigeria, and even people coming from India as well. having some challenges. Poverty level is high. And let me now say this. UK too is affected with this issue of inflation thing. Things are very costly now. They are costlier compared to what you used to have in the past. Yes, and it's really affecting their economy. So imagine someone, if you come to the UK, you can come with your children. Yes, 1, 2, or 3 max. But when you come in with 4, 5, 6 children, it's alarming. And this is what we're talking about, birth control. For those of you that don't know what that is, you really need to work on yourself. If you're having problem in your country, wherever you're coming from, you don't want to put that burden on another government. UK government, to be honest, they are really trying. The government is trying. All over the world, we don't pay for NHS. We go to free schools. Our children go to free schools in the UK. And we don't want to add to their burden. Yes. They didn't mess up your government. They didn't make your government to be corrupt. Yes. They didn't make them corrupt. Yeah. And we shouldn't put this burden on them. And let me now tell you something. Some people are actually going far to the extent of taking other people's children as theirs to bring them to the UK. This is really wrong. And it's really sad. Really sad. Especially for innocent and genuine parents that really want to come to the UK to have a good life with their kids. 2, 3 children, genuine people. Yeah. But some people are actually going out of hand. The whole process is going out of hand. People are overdoing it, and that is what we are talking about. So for Nigerians that are already in the UK, for Indians that are already in the UK, wherever your country is, we're not saying you cannot come to the UK with your dependents. We're not selfish. We're not saying, oh, we don't want you to come. Just be reasonable. Think. You are in the system already. You know what is happening here. Some people are doing it in a fraudulent way or manner, let me say. Some adopt other people's children, their brothers' children, their sisters' children as theirs, just to come to the UK. And you think of it, you're already here in the UK, you're building your life here. Whatever happens to the government affects us, the citizens in the UK. If standard of living is going high, we all will be in it together. Yes, so I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't come to the UK with your children, but because people actually, they are overdoing it now. People coming with 6, 5, 7 children to the UK to study. This is really wrong. And that is what they are really talking about now. And the government is actually looking at cutting down the number of dependents that can come to the UK. If you come in to study, maybe your master's, or you come in for a PhD, you can come with your spouses and 1 child. Then it's up to you to decide if you really want to come or you want to stay. If UK is saying they're not going to take your 3 children, then it's up to you to decide. I don't blame them, to be honest. I do not blame them. Yeah. We can't put our burdens on them. Yes. We should be reasonable in whatever we do. Don't be selfish. Some certain tribes, in the country I came from, which is Nigeria, some certain tribes actually went to Italy and they destroyed that place. There's nothing in Italy now. Yes, I don't want to mention any tribe, but some certain tribes actually went to Italy and they destroyed the economy of that country. And UK is trying to avoid that because most schools are free schools. If you have more children in a particular school and government will not be able to afford to pay for teachers then, which means parents will have to pay. And these things are very expensive. The NHS is expensive. If you go to America, for instance, you have to pay for your medicals. Yeah, unlike what we have here, we still pay, you know, for people that are just coming from outside the UK, they pay, you know, just some certain amount of money, which is not really much. And for we in the country already, it's really free for us. We only pay for medication. Even the medication was free before, but because lots of people are coming in, yes, UK actually is the best for. They are good with migration, yeah, especially recently. But if they are trying to help us, we should help ourselves too. Don't get me wrong. You can come to the UK, moderate family, you know, with your moderate family members. But when something is getting out of hand, for government to complain about this, I think the statistic actually jumped from, I think, about 18,000 to about 60 something thousand coming. That's dependent only. So this is really alarming and not really good for them, and that is what they are talking about. So don't call anyone selfish. Don't call anyone by any names. Oh, they don't want us to come, they are selfish, they want to be only them. No, we are in this together, and we should use our number 6, do the right thing. You might be doing the right thing, someone else might not be doing the right thing. Just like I mentioned before, some people adopted sisters' children, some adopted brothers' children. All of them are coming. 6 family members. Have you ever thought of that? If you are not selfish yourself, think about it. It's not all about UK can bullshit anyone with your money. We don't want it anymore. Yes, and that is what they are trying to do now. Yes, they are trying to cut that down. They've had enough. It's becoming too much. Yes, and that is the implication of overdoing things. So we should learn from this. They specifically mentioned Nigerians and Indians. Yeah, you can't use yourself as a case study. You might be a moderate family. Some people might just be a large family, 6 children, 5 children, 7 children coming to the UK. You just think about it. How will the government cope? UK itself is a small island. How will they cope? Lots of things are changing now. Yes. So for those that have been condemning other people making their points, you sit down, reason, and think about it. Put yourself in their shoes in this country. Put yourself in the shoes of the government of this country. They are really doing enough? Or do you think they don't know some shady things we do? They do. They know. But it's because they really need people to come in now to fill some certain jobs up. That's why they're giving lots of people to come. But if they are giving us that opportunity, it's a good thing. We should try and build our community here as blacks, as Indians, you know. Build it, you know, and then stay together as one. Do the right thing. But when we're overdoing it, it is a problem. And it's definitely going to block other people's chances. So that's just the implication. So thank you all for watching my video today. If this is the very first time of seeing my video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Put that on the comment section. I'll definitely come back and answer your question. So thank you all. Don't forget, always do the right thing. This is what the government is trying to do now. It's so unfortunate. Think. Bye for now.